Now we're ready to go. Mic is on. Here we are at the Glass Academy. Behind me, everyone's talking about all kinds of unrelated things. What's happening at Renaissance, power being out in Michigan. We are all live, ladies and gentlemen. You probably heard some bloopers just now because they're all like, I don't even want to know what he was talking about. Here I am.
About fraudulent internet access. It's crazy, folks.
Anyways. All right, we're at show 178. Do you notice how whenever I'm on camera, it's like Lucy was a Velcro baby? There must be some like magnetism that Chris just like comes over and gets in my space.
Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. There. Hi, everybody. How are you? It's the 178th show here, the Gathering Point, and we are the family business.
Who's we?
Jake, myself, Michelle. Lucy was in on it when we started during the pandemic. Now she's in New York having fun, working on a farm, getting crazy, and has nothing to do with glass blowing at all, but that's okay.
Except the square egg that was hatched.
She did
that doesn't have anything to do with glass blowing either.
She sent us a picture of an egg that came out of her flock of chickens that
Step aside, I'm going to show
like a
everyone.
hot dog. It was as long as a hot dog, and it was as narrow as a hot dog, and that chicken must have squeezed the living heck out of that thing.
How on earth? Look at that. That's an egg.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Looks
I
like
was
an
like,
Advil.
What are you
it's
showing
not
me a
an Advil, it's a
picture of?
little, one of those little sausages you put inside a pig in a blanket.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what we
That's what
thought.
it was.
Wrap
But
it
it's
in
an egg.
bacon.
So her chickens are gone mad.
Yeah, so we have a lot of crazy, cool things going on in the show
Well, I already
tonight,
did
folks.
that.
You did this?
Well,
You
do
were
it
too
again,
busy
Jake. Just do
talking.
it again for the heck of it.
Oh, yeah. Uncle Dennis on the camera. Michelle's directing. We got Sam on tech support. Welcome back. It's the 30th, show 178.
And a giant,
Nice.
giant shout out. Sam, above and beyond. You guys know she hasn't been feeling well. She surfaced
She's out
today.
here.
And not only did she surface, but we got a whole computer, so we're not using her computer.
Not a half a computer.
A whole one.
Full
got a lid
computer.
And everything.
Yeah.
Hooked it all up. She did everything, got everything on it. So the show is on a brand new Apple computer. So Apple doesn't sponsor us, but we're still using them.
You know why they didn't sponsor
'Cause
us,
we didn't
guys?
ask.
Because we didn't ask.
Who works at Apple? Anyone know anyone who works at Apple?
I used to know this guy, Tim, but I didn't reach out to him very often.
Yeah, we got to
Tim?
do that.
Jobs?
Tim Cook.
All right.
Steve
so
Jobs.
Tonight,
No wonder he never answered me.
tonight we have a couple custom orders. We've got Feathers on the show. We've got Uncle Dennis on the camera, and I think we should start.
All right, well then, I think it's about time for me to say we should start then. So, all right, let's start it up. Hit it, Sam.
What, is she going to play a drum roll or something?
Yeah. Brrrr. Hoi.
All right, on to Uncle Dennis.
Oh, I'm on again? I thought I just got off camera. Jeez, well, you take care of Jake for a minute. I'm going to get a drink of water real quick.
Jesus.
We got a
do
lot
the
of-
warm-up.
What?
You just walked away. Do the warm-up.
All right, are we over here?
Yep.
Well, we're going to do a lot of warm-up in action, and we're already warm. Joey and I have been blowing glass all day, but we'll get warmer if we need to. But we got some nice names coming in here. We got custom orders. We got some family members of custom orders. Chris is out there, Robin's sister. We're going to have a surprise custom order that this person doesn't even know it's being done on the live show. And we got a beautiful wedding situation coming up. So 2 types of goblets, folks, on this show. We got a super original, fresh product on the product table that you guys are going to be super excited about. And we're
What else
doing
are we
it.
doing, Jake?
We're just doing it.
What should we do for the warm-up?
I don't know. Maybe we should do a big color splash.
Oh, how do we do those?
How do we do that, folks? You guys know what the color splashes are?
Yeah.
I think you do, but I think it's time that we should probably do one of those.
Because
Live
they've been
action
working on color
status.
splashes
Live
all
action
day.
splash.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So let's
do
do
it up.
Will you
Welcome,
pull out
everybody.
the splash rod?
The splash rod. I can do that.
The super technical splash rod?
Easy now.
So I'm going to take a gather, folks. It's going to be crystal clear, and I'm going to put some color on it. So if you're new to the show, folks, let us know in the chat. But here I have some molten magma on the end of the pipe. It's going to fall for sure.
Extra
This
spicy.
guy's looking to reach out to you, Jake, but
Ooh, I caught it. I showed Joey that comment too.
Oh, I'm Glass Blur. He's gone. Okay.
So-
Welcome, Glass Blur.
I'm gonna
Tell
go
us where you blow
for.
glass at. I think that's very interesting.
We're gonna have to go for.
Exactly.
Let's go for this beautiful flamingo pink, folks. Now, if that's not a hint to somebody who might be getting a custom order tonight, then you better take lessons on taking a hint or something, because we're gonna be doing something special here
Do we
tonight.
offer a
folks.
class on that?
On taking hints?
Yeah. I think we should.
Not here at the Glass Academy, but we could. We could, and we might have to. Oh, yeah. Boom. So that's 2 schmacks of the flamingo. And then we're going to do 1 extra coat, just because it's a one-off special, one-of-a-kinder. Let's put a little bit of red in there, too. A layer of a gold red right on top. Look at the spottiness of that. It instantly turned brown and nasty. But now I'm gonna heat it up. This is a really cool move, and if you're a glass blower out there, you better close your eyes for this move, because it is called some pretty serious color action. And we got a pretty big phone party going on around me. Everyone's on their electronic devices. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I'm just blowing glass on my own. But here we go.
Grab that pipe from you and help you out?
No, nope, do not need.
I'll read some of the good comments. Except I have some candy in my mouth.
Oh, not those Mike and Ike's. Those are old and crusty.
That's why I like them. They're chewy. All right, what accessories do you place in your home
can
for
smell
your
'em.
pumpkin display?
What do you say?
The pumpkin display. When you do your displays at home, like what else do you put around them?
I put witches on the table.
Witches.
Witches,
Yeah.
brooms. All right, we'll watch Jake and then I'll tell you the answers.
It's hot, folks.
Wow.
It's a finger sizzler is what this is.
How do you make it so swirly, Jake?
Yeah, why do you have to swirl it up so much?
Any guesses?
Is it an optic illusion?
It could be. Or we could just be making a caterpillar. Your
right,
guess
here-
is as good as mine.
Here's what some people said from last week. They do silk leaves and ceramic acorns, which is kind of cool. Multiple pumpkins of different mediums. I like that. Glass, cloth, wood. They had different pumpkins they put together, right? Hand leaves, which is what we do here. Candles. A lot of people talked about the lights and the candles going around your pumpkins. And silk ivy leaves, fake birds, I thought was a good one.
Fake birds?
Yeah, around the pumpkin display. I think that's pretty cool.
I know, did you tell everybody what you really like to do for your harvest setup, sweetie?
What do I like to do?
When you put a bale of hay on top of the table in the kitchen?
My God, can't.
She
Where's the
just
boss?
really piles it on, folks.
So Jake went in to get another layer of glass. He had enough of us. He went and took a dip. Now he's taken a little gold and attached it to the outside so it's reflective.
And for all you splash lovers out there, like all our pieces on the show here, they're gonna be for sale on the website, and you can't really recreate splashes at all. They're so unique and one of a kind that we're not gonna have multiples up of this one. So if you're interested in a new splash, this one's gonna be flamingo and red. And it's coming out good. I like it already. Look at this. This is the moment of truth right here. Here's the action shot. A little bit. It's splattering. Unfortunately, the sound of the splatter that's happening right now isn't picked up by the microphones. It's just natural glassy sound. This is all about centripetal force, folks. Spinning not too fast, but just fast enough that it spins out. And then having the control of the glass right now to not overspin it and flatten it out. Keep it angled down. but to get the neckline on there so we can get it off. And as it starts cooling down, you guys will start to see those lines that are all swirled together like thread. And it looks really nice.
Like Jake, Pamela said it kind of looks like a daisy.
A daisy? Ooh.
I was thinking it kind of looks like a bullet impact.
Ooh. Big water splash.
Yeah, cannonball.
Cannonball.
Cannonball splash for sure.
I know Joey was a cannonballer back in the day. I could see him screaming from the top
A fork
deck.
what is it? The
When
thing
you
where
tuck
you
your
tuck your
knees?
knee up. What is that?
That's a cannonball.
No, it's a
Cannonball coming.
screwdriver or a corkscrew.
No,
That's
the
what
one
it's called.
that's called a jackknife.
Jackknife.
When
Thank
you
you.
touch your toes, then come back out. Jackknife.
Here comes
We're gonna
the
need
GA
some confirmation
stamp.
on that one.
Where do we want to
I'd
put
hate
it?
to
Right
upset
there.
any swimmers.
Yep. So
Yep.
put the GA stamp on there, folks. Like, you know, everything's got the GA stamp on there, right on the side. Bam. That's looking good.
Bam it.
And you got to get some reduction on that too, right?
Need a little bit of bling bling. Now the colors look pretty muddled right now, but because that's pink and red, reds look pretty darn dull while they're hot. But they're gonna brighten up, and depending on the focus, you can see all that action right there. All those ribs and lines are looking really tasty. Really watery. I know some of the people that really collect these and like them, some like them a little flatter. Some like them a little waterier with these long, watery waters
I've
watering
seen
off
birds
the side.
climb in there.
It's flamingo and red. And now we just got a little gold iridescence on top.
Little essence. Isn't that like a herb, or does that come from
That's from the
Dune?
dark crystal.
Oh, the dark crystal. That's right.
The essence.
Like the essence. All right, so now we're going to be putting the attachment on, Dennis, but you're going to be going over to the feathers,
Yeah.
and
Bye-bye.
Michelle's going to give a little dissertation on the feathers. This piece is going into the annealing oven.
All right, while they're finishing that
can
up,
stick
we're
that
not
on
going to
there.
give away our trade secrets
Our
on
2x.
how we finish them. So I've got the feathers. This one, so they all have cane in the center. Now prior to the show, because it takes some time to make, Chris pulled some cane and set it aside, and we'll be using them because we're going to make some bigger feathers. The wood is all from different places that I've traveled and cut up. Some of the wood, like number 4, is a piece that I had in my yard, and then it had really cool bark, and when the bark came off, I used the wood for the display platform. I really liked it. So this is a pink. It's got the cane in the center, and then the reflective color. This one has a little bit of pink. This one has an orange cane in it, number 5, and they're all kind of reflective. A little hard to show at night as the sun's going down, but we've got some against the white. We know as the sun starts to set and winter comes on, we got to get the spotlight back on the table. But they're all glued into the base. And
Welcome, Sharon.
yeah, that's it. So those are the
All right,
feathers.
check out the garden
That's
splash
what
real
we're going to
quick.
be making tonight. The other side. Yeah, these feathers were all made by me. So these were from the show that we had done prior. Boy, I don't know when that was. In March, the women's show. These are the feathers that I made for that.
All right.
I have taken my favorite. I've sold some to customers, and then these are what we're putting in the gallery. So these are 74 a piece. They go live at 6:30. What else do you need to know? The feathers tonight will be made by Chris. We're going to be using metallic golds and browns for the colors used tonight.
The bling bling.
Yes. I just saw Batch walk by. She's doing great.
Batch got groomed last week, and she looks amazing. She doesn't look old anymore.
I know. She's a little skinny.
She's very
but that's
happy.
okay. Easy to
The
fatten
feathers
her
are
up.
amazing, folks. We got fresh product on the table. It's super cool. We're happy to show them off. I know Michelle got to show them off, but I want to show my favorites off a little later in the show. But especially when we get one-of-a-kind products like this, folks, you know it goes live at 6:30. So if there's one you're interested in, most definitely take a gander at it and just go for it, because we're not going to replicate. It's too hard to replicate those. So especially the wood bases are all one-of-a-kind and different, super cool. Find the one you like and don't mess around. So I think we're going to get into custom order territory. I didn't have a chance to take a look at the chat, but I will eventually. One thing I did want to say, in doing some planning for a trip next year, I noticed where we've got, I think, 1 or 2 different viewers from the Isle of Man, and I saw that island, zoomed all the way in on it on the map.
Where is it?
And it's right next to England.
Oh, so you might go
Surrounded.
visit?
Maybe.
Isle of Man. Oh my gosh. Carrie,
Don't
are
we have
you
a flag?
watching?
Don't we have a flag?
Isle of Man, do you have any glass blowers on your island? This gentleman over here might be traveling to Europe. And so maybe if we start figuring out if there's a glass shop.
We're already looking for glass shops. We're going to have to check it out.
Yeah.
So, these guys aren't quite ready yet, so I'll just keep talking. We got 2 custom orders tonight, and I don't know which one they plan on doing first. Chris is going to do both the goblets. Joey's going to be assisting. I'm going to be on the kind of microphone like the Renaissance Festival. And the first one is going to be for Robin, who has a niece, if I remember correctly, who's getting married. And we're going to make a set of wedding goblets for her. They're not watching. They're not married yet, but Robin's got family watching, her sister, and possibly some other people. So hope you guys are getting cozy chairs and whatnot, because Robin and I designed these goblets, and they're going to look really good. The other one is for Linda Brojka, folks, from LA. And if Linda, you're out there, she's a great glass addict of ours, and her sister is gifting her this flamingo goblet. So we got 2 crazy pieces today, one-of-a-kinders. One's going to be a set, one's going to be a one-off flamingo piece. And Chris has never done a goblet with a flamingo on it. We've done mugs with flamingo handles. Have you done a goblet with a flamingo?
No. I'm going to have to pull up Flamingo.
That's why I let him do this one, folks.
Because I've never done one
'Cause
before. That's really nice.
He's going to pull something
Live on
crazy
camera.
out and do it.
All right.
It's happy hour style.
Exactly. Well, I ain't scared.
Let me get your diamonds.
So I'm going to do a couple feathers.
First?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Let's show it off.
A couple nice feathers.
Do the feathers beforehand. You pull the cane
Dang.
for it.
Pat confirmed, no
You guys
glass
are all
shops.
set
Thanks
with
for the info,
colors?
Pat.
I think we're all set. And Michelle, do you have an origin story to these feathers?
Excuse me.
Was it the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, was it the
Well, we
chicken or
saw
the
the
egg?
egg, so
We did
it's-
see the egg.
It is the egg. Do I have an origin story? I do not. If anyone follows Abraham Hicks, Blue Glass and Feathers is a story they talk about. And it's more about law of attraction and attracting what you want into your life. And one of the things they talk about is a feather. Just play a game and say, I'm looking for feathers in my life. And then watch up where feathers show up on the ground, on someone wearing a shirt that's got feathers on it, on a notebook. Someone gives you something that's got a feather on it. So it's just kind of relating to that, just bringing what you want into your life. That's
It's a
where
pretty
they
cool story. I mean,
originated
that's
from.
more of a story than some other
probably
products we
knew
have.
about. Yeah.
You know, some products are just about beauty and just about functionality.
Yeah,
and there's
and I
nothing
always-
wrong with that.
I always want natural stuff, so it's a great way to have the natural color, to push our technical expertise with the cane. Joey, we were going to use powders.
I already
Okay.
gave him the whole lowdown.
All right.
Whole lowdown.
The whole lowdown. Bob's giving us a big shout out for being out the Ren Fair, folks. I gotta say again to our VIPs that when we go out to the Ren Fair, when I go out to the Ren Fair after a full day of working out here, it's pretty much like I'm transporting into another land, and mentally I completely lose all responsibilities of the hot shop and turn into Renaissance mode.
Nice.
And I meant to make, I know I've said it for 2 weeks now, a VIP video of our studio, of our shop at the Ren Fair, and it hasn't happened yet, folks. I don't even
You know
look at my
what?
phone
Why don't we do
for
it
12
on-
hours each day, so
Yeah, why don't we do it when I'm out there? Or B, we could do it on Monday, Labor
3-day
Day.
weekend.
we could do it any of
Yeah.
the days. We just
Right
have
when
to
you are.
remember to do
Just
it.
get it nice
Is the
and hot, I
thing.
guess.
So we will remember. We got 6 more weekends to go, folks. 5 more weekends. And I promise you we'll show you what's going on out there because
I'll be there this weekend.
It's
Come say
hardcore.
hi.
Yeah, Joey
Joey's
would be
gonna
there.
Joey will be out there.
And Chris is not going to do 500 cuts, and he's not going to cut it the way the leaf is cut. He's going to cut it the way the feather's cut.
Can you hear all that?
Oh, yeah.
Tech
Nice, look
support
at this.
just said she's happy to come
Whoa.
out. There you go. Tech support is happy to come out to the Renaissance,
Oh, yeah.
making it happen.
This is a really tricky piece to make, folks, because of the length and the thinness of that stem, that cane stem. When Chris goes in for a heat, pretty much the whole thing's gonna start flopping on him again, just like that. And Joey's got to bring over his color, which he did on the first one, super hot, because once you squish it out flat like that with the metal crimps, it pulls a ton of heat from the glass, it gets thinner, it's already losing heat, and then you got to have enough heat to cut it all the way out.
Yep, and the cuts are sporadic. A feather doesn't have like, you know,
Sporadic cuts.
not like a leaf. It's got-
Sporadica.
there you go.
I love using
Spell
the
that word,
sporadic
please.
technique, folks.
Sporadica.
That's right.
You got iris
Since
on one
I
side of
see
those,
Dawn
so.
Grates on the call, I just have to say, Dawn, I'm not sure we might set it
Iris on one
aside.
of
There's
those
a Van
sides.
Gogh purple pumpkin that
Don't forget
Jake
the
pulled
reduction.
out, and we both said, Dawn!
We have some ridiculous Van Gogh pumpkins that we made on Monday, folks. Really getting into the pumpkin season, getting ready for that VIP show that's coming up October 13th. That's going to happen in a blink of an eye. You guys get your tickets online. $20 if you're not a VIP member. We got Kelly in the house watching from YouTube, traveling. I love to hear it. Mary, what's happening? I remember meeting Mary last year in person at the Ren Fair shop. I don't know if she's been out there yet this year. Sounds like it was Daffodil Day on Friday.
Really?
How was your guys'
Daffodil?
Daffodil Day?
That doesn't make sense. That's a spring flower.
It was daffodilius.
Well, this is, who just said that?
In Australia?
Kay Burns?
Yeah, she is Australia, isn't she?
I think she might be Australian.
Kay, speak to us.
Give us what you got. What's happening, Donald? Robin did see the pumpkins. She was the first
Whoa.
Glass Academy addict to check out the
Floppy
pumpkins. We got
feather.
2 full carts of them over here. They're absurd. It was a 3-man team. Joey, Matt, and I. We were going to town.
3-man team with how many years of experience between y'all?
100 years of experience.
You're pretty old.
Yeah, we are pretty old.
You started blowing when you were like 0 age?
I was, yeah. Yep.
A wee little lad.
A wee little lad.
I remember Jake took a
Watch
lot of
out for me.
acting lessons. Can you guys tell they paid off?
Away.
New Zealand, that's what it is.
Oh, New Zealand. That makes
Yep.
sense. They're going into spring.
Thank you, guys. What's up, Pam? New Zealand in the house. We got people watching on Facebook and YouTube, folks. If you're brand new to the show, let us know what's happening and how you heard about us. We sent a lot of people here from the Ren Fair this weekend. Happy to have some fresh product on the site. Those are going live in about 7 minutes, folks, on the Gathering Point page. Look at how he just heated up the top half. It's really tricky when you got this gentle connection of the stem to the punty. You can't really work this thing too hard because it's so long and thin it'll pop off the pipe like no big deal.
That's our boy right there. I'll give you a peek before I reduce it. I kind of like to get it so it looks like it's capturing some air.
Come on now. Fine feathers on the ground. They're not capturing air.
Well, the feather was being
Flapped off.
flopped off.
It's a flapper.
If it
Who
was
was
in
just
flap mode,
using feathers? Ricardo? Someone was telling me, oh, you know where I saw this? On Pawn Stars? And Inkwell, like when the Constitution and stuff was signed, your feather would only hold so much ink. So you could write, and then it would fade, fade, fade. Then you had to dip in the inkwell again.
Look at the bling
If
bling
you
on
are
that.
a calligrapher, a feather is a pretty cool thing to have.
Might as well rub it against his leg, Dad.
Jake was a baby when he was in the studio with us blowing glass. So we have pictures of him at about 3 pretending he was blowing glass. He didn't blow glass completely on his own until he was tall enough
Put in the oven.
and bigger. And I would say, I don't know when that is, maybe 10.
So as they put it away, guys, I'm gonna grab one of these sweet ones with the cool base over here. And I guess I can't pull it out to show you, but it's glued in there. The reason they didn't take that to the knockoff station is because that cane goes directly into the wood and they glue it in there so it's sturdy. This guy's not going anywhere. You can see the kind of iridescence we got going on here was similar to that. But look at the one-of-a-kind, hand-cut, you found these just around town pieces of wood, right?
No. Some of them were when I went hiking by Lucy's, so they're by where Lucy lives. That one is.
New
and
York.
then the other ones, yeah, was a board that I really liked the bark, and it stayed in our garden for years.
So some wood that has some value to it for
Some
sure.
particular meaning.
And that was number 8 I just showed off there, but
Let's do another one.
let's do another one. We could talk about the process of these a little bit more too. We were talking and answering questions during that one. I'll kind of try and give you guys the detailed version.
You bring them a
Of
little
what's
bit
going on.
bigger.
So Chris made the cane prior to the show because it's heating up 2 solid pieces of glass. He's got them in the garage. They're long strips. It's got to be hot or it won't stick. And it's tricky. It's not easy. We did the smaller feathers. We had some cane, but you can see right now he's going to start again. It didn't adhere for some reason.
So considering these feathers are going to be one of a kind and on the show, and we don't have them on wood yet,
Why are we not using powders?
I think we are, but I don't know.
Feathers are powders. The Van Gogh powders? I see. Chris has taken over now that he gets to color the feathers. I see how that works.
Very interesting.
He's directed Joey to do layers of color.
So are these going to be for sale since they don't have wood bases on them yet?
Oh yeah.
Are we going to put these on the website?
Whoa, good point. Good
That would be
point.
the customer. That would be the whoever it may be,
Well, I would
trusting our.
put him on the bases, assuming that we have like a good week to do it, because we're going into a holiday weekend.
Watch out for that, Joey.
We're in the Renaissance. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need some time to put them together. I got to find the wood.
So we're not going to put them for sale, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying we can put them for sale, but they
They
won't
could be
ship
for
for 2
sale,
weeks.
right?
That's what
They
we're
just
trying to
get
figure out.
mounted later.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you give them a 2-week or 2-month deadline or something. You're going to tell them.
2 weeks, I said. 2 weeks.
Okay.
Go ahead and get it. We're screaming.
That first feather was. What were the colors of that first feather, Joey?
It's the smaller of the 2.
So
I'm
a
ready
little
as soon
bit
as
of a hint of orange, a little bit of iridescence. You got a flamingo opaque pink, and then you got kind of like a terracotta brown, maybe a little bit darker, but it was a mixture of 4 really nice colors. And when you pull them out like this, on the length of the stem, it's going to pull out each of those individual chunks of color and turn them into strings. So as much as, depending on the detailed shot of that one, we may or may not be able to see exactly. You never see exactly what the colors look like while they're hot, but
That's why we do this thing called the Anila Reveal every Thursday, 1:30 p.m. It's something we've been super consistent on. Jake does a lovely job holding the items up to the camera nice and close. And yeah, there's that.
very nice. We got that feather information down, or the splash information. That'll be on the website momentarily. This is a big boy here. I would say this is taller than any single one we have on the actual product table here. So this is like a one-upper special. And actually, it's looking like the way that Joey layered the color. He's got white on one side and then his perps and a couple other colors on the other side. So when they pulled it out on the leaf, on the feather, one side's got a lot of opacity. The other side might have the golds and the perps on it.
This is the trick. Now you got to match up the next bit to make it
right.
do the same thing.
The matcher-upper.
Can they do it, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, at this rate,
Like
folks,
that
it
way.
might be a Chris show tonight.
Facing the glory
A
hole.
couple
There you go.
Why?
feathers.
'Cause
He's got a
he's
couple
doing-
goblets
Up,
after
there
this.
you go.
Nice. They lined it up. It looks perfect.
All right, 6:30.
6:30, folks.
The items are live.
6:30. Don't let me forget to talk about our new Hot Shop shirts that we're trying to design. I want to show you guys
We got
my
lots to
super
talk about. The
detailed
pumpkin
and
show.
involved drawing that I did. being a little bit sarcastic and building it up a little because it's not that detailed at all. But we're gonna have some cool shirts, that's for sure. And I need your help figuring out what's the best saying to put on the back of them.
We need a public opinion, if you will.
Yeah,
We need a public opinion.
clean but catchy phrase.
I'll show them what we got, and then if you guys have something else to add that we could have on the back of our shirt, we want to hear it. Don't give us anything yet because we're not looking.
We need the spices later.
We need the spices.
I do want the tire track at some point.
The tire track
Oh, the bus
Bus?
tracks?
on the back. What, like we got ran over and
Yeah,
started
like we
blowing
got
glass?
it. Like we could
When you
have
get
a
thrown
saying.
under the bus.
Oh,
We could have a saying, and the bus tracks cover up what was said.
got cut off. Opacity. Is that a question as to what that word means, Christina? The opacity out here in glass blowing is, we really talk about, in colors, you got transparent and you got opaque colors. And I don't even know if opacity is a real word or not, honestly, but I think it is.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
What is your
it is.
capacity for opacity?
Yeah.
Your tenacity for opacity.
But you got to know when you're picking out your colors. Some colors are in the middle. We got this beautiful watermelon green. It's one of my favorite colors, but if you blow it just a hair too thin, it becomes transparent. You put an extra coat on, it's really dark and thick and opaque and you can't see through it. So it's all about the light effect, same as the optics that we use in glass blowing. It all is about light transferring through the glass and looking really delicious. I believe as soon as I took my seat on the Marver again, he's gonna go right behind me with the glass. Oh, I was wrong.
Get to stepping, essentially.
Huh?
Get to stepping.
I've been stepping. My feet are sore. It's worth getting sore feet out at the fair, folks. Joey's we got the 3-day weekend, so at the end of the week, Joey and I on Tuesday are gonna be able to reminisce about our nice
Sore feet.
sore feet. A lot of standing out there. There's no
Woo-wee.
chairs in the Renaissance times.
So this one is interesting too. Like I need to get a bigger piece of wood for this. The cane is bigger. It needs something substantial to hold it so the feather doesn't fall. You're looking so serious. You can smile. We'll take a still of that one.
That's
What
how
is
you
this
know
man?
these pieces aren't easy.
What is this man
He's really
looking at?
focused. That
Very
one's
cool.
serious.
The other part we noticed about feathers, and I meant to bring them for the show and I forgot, is that sometimes like they're not even. One side's narrow and one side's wider.
Right.
I'm not here to make literal representations of them, but it's kind of good to look at them as well.
All right. Went in nice and smooth.
It's a beautiful.
What's next, boys?
Very, very, very nice.
Making mugs tonight?
We could be, or we could not be. We got 2 goblets to make, and then we're gonna have the giveaway. We're about a half hour into the show, so should we hop in and make something else before you get into goblet territory? Or do you want to hop into it?
Let's do one goblet, then do something else.
All right.
Let's do the one for Robin.
Yes, that sounds great. Let's show you the drawing. The rough drawing that we came up with here. Robin and I talked through it. Started with this here, but then anything I need to hide on here? Not really. Then I slid it over to here. So this is a rough drawing of what we got going on. You can see the colors point to it. We got blue chrome on the stem, blue chrome for the lip. We got a beautiful transparent emerald green that's going to be a fade from the bottom of the glass up to clear with an optic twist. So straight optics will twist it up. The green will fade up to the top. And then we're going to do a blown foot on it because it's going to be a really high class black tie wedding that's going on with a lot of people. And it needs to be classy, so we're going to have the nice blown foot on it. And if you guys are new and you haven't seen us make goblets before, this will be a great example. There's multiple different styles of feet we could put on a goblet, ranging in thickness and shape and design. This is going to be the most difficult to do, but the most rewarding and the most delicate and thin and perfect for your goblet using hand. So that's the plan. Chris is going for the mold that he wants for the cup top.
This is for the foot.
for the foot.
Did you say that you wanted the green to fade from the bottom to crystal up top?
Correct.
Okay. And then iris blue lip wrap?
Correct.
All right. So then maybe since the garage done, I'll just make the cup top and we'll put it away.
That sounds great. That's a beautiful thing, folks. That's going to make this process a lot easier. So what he said he's going to do is he's going to make the cup top. He'll blow out a big bubble, put an Avolio on it. Let's check it out like this. He'll make the cup top. Kind of drawn sideways, but what are you going to do? Boom. And he's going to put his Avolio here on it. Then we're going to punty up here. We'll put the rod right here, flip it around. This will have been closed. We'll open it up and complete the cup. You got your optic twist. And this is green to clear, as we call it. This will be iris blue, which is also known as the blue chrome. Once that's away in the garage, he can sculpt the entire body here. We'll put the foot on, and then the very final move, we'll take the cup top, stick it to the bottom, and it'll be done. It's a pretty high stakes and fast-paced situation. Likely will take both Joey and I to make this happen. We'll try and keep a good eye on the comments, folks. And if you got technical questions about goblets or glass at all, and if you're new to the show, that's what this is about, is talking about the glass. So
Oh, yeah.
give us the questions. Don't be bashful.
Hey, Jake,
Yes.
I noticed Donald mentioned that he liked the Kiss My Glass
Ah.
for the T-shirt. I just wanted to make sure you saw that.
I'm going to take a look at it right now, even though you just told me about it.
Of course, of course.
That's a little sassy. A little sassy out here, folks. We want it to be a little more family friendly. I know people don't quite understand that, but I'll show you what we're in between right now. We got a little bit of sass, and we got something that's just about glass blowing, but we want to keep it G, pretty much. Maybe PG. PG sounds
13.
fine. 13? Sure.
That's questionable nowadays.
Yeah, we don't even know what all that's about. So he's got green on the bottom half. Our kindergarten mini chair disappeared, but I have found it.
Where was it?
Right over here.
Oh, well, you found it.
Yeah.
You're so sweet, Sharon. Hope you're having a good day, as well as everybody else watching.
So we're going red wine style?
Yes, no flare.
Hello? Keep going. Keep going. Stop.
It's looking really good, Robin. Hope you're excited.
It's looking tight, and you can see the way that that green glows kind of yellow while we're working with it. So it's not quite that deep green while it's hot still.
Hello? Good.
Oh yeah. Hope you guys can hear the chatter of the glass through the mics. Beautiful fade.
Nice soft twist. I like it.
Super nice.
All right, so we're going for a single part of oleo.
Joey's coming in hot with some molten glass.
Jake, do you want to talk about Pumpkin Show? What's the lineup?
I could talk about Pumpkin Show. That's a hot.
That's right.
Juicy
That's
gather.
exactly what he said, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that? What?
Do you remember all the facts? Pumpkin
I
Show?
remember all the facts, and I'll bring them out.
All right, so here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. In October, we are going to the Carytown Market. That's in Ann Arbor where we live. We've got our remote mobile glass blowing unit that we bought in the fall of 2019. Took us a bit to save up money for it. We got it ready to hit the road in 20 and 20, and we all know what happened. So for 2 years, this mobile unit has sat dusty. But we have dusted it off.
Dusted it?
We have dusted it off, and we're taking the mobile unit on the road to Ann Arbor, October 7th
Canada?
and 8th.
We're going to Canada with it?
Ann Arbor.
Oh. Oh, darn, I thought it was a surprise.
Or 8th or 9th. It might be the 8th or 9th.
I want to go to Canada.
When I apply for the permit, I have to do days before. It is 8 and 9. The following weekend, we're coming back to Dearborn, and we're going to do our pumpkin show in the studio live. But right in the middle of that, October 13th, is our virtual pumpkin show. It's going to be amazing, super fun, easy to handle, awesomeness. VIPs get a free ticket. Everyone else, the ticket is $20. I will add that to the Gathering Point page. Why are we doing a virtual show? Because not everyone can come to Dearborn to watch our show. Virtual show will have us making pumpkins, show you some of the techniques. Very fun, very cool.
So I don't even remember what the stem of this is going to be, guys, because I'm making only the top right now. And I'm probably going to make both tops and put them in the garage, just for the heck of it.
I would agree.
And then I'm going to reassess the picture that Jake drew up and look what it looks like. But right now I'm just focusing on making the perfect cup top. Robin.
And when we're making sets like this, folks, it's really nice to do them back to back, or at least in the same day, or in the same couple hours, because you got that feeling. There's no measuring stick. We could put calipers on every single thing, but when you're trying to line something up and make it at the same time, a lot of times the timing doesn't really allow for that. So he's just gonna wing it and make them exactly the same, which is what he does. But what he's saying is he can make both cup tops while he's fresh here, put them both in the box, and have 2 matching cup tops, and then go from there.
The other thing I did want to mention too is that I got to make sure this thing is made perfect, because you
It's
guys
Robin.
know Robin, and she's like a ninja with the tape gun. So you could just all of a sudden hear like, and I'll be laying over there all taped up in a ball. So
It's like a spider.
there's
Careful.
a little pressure here.
Don't mess it up.
A little puff there. He's opening it up. The least amount of heats you can take, the better when you're working with optics, so you don't melt them away. But he's got that beautiful shape lined up. Joey's working the paddle. You always got to be really careful when you're sitting down with the paddle not to rub it up against your leg, because
I do that all the time.
oh yeah, you get a big old dirt mark, carbon mark.
You know what I dreamt about last night?
What?
I got a hole in one. First time I ever dreamt about golf.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna happen soon. That's what that means.
That's some sort of science.
And you want to hear something even crazier?
Yeah.
There was a replay.
You went up to the scoreboard?
Par 3, and it shot up, and I landed about a foot in front of the hole, and it rolled back and dropped in, and then I was like, oh my God, I got a hole in one. And all of a sudden, I saw it all happen again. I'm like, thanks for the replay.
That's amazing.
One flash. I'll show this guy off, too. This is a real pretty shape. Robin.
I love you, Chris Nordine.
I've never wrapped
Yeah.
you up in tape.
Look at the light glistening through that, honey. Uncle Dennis working the angles. Come on.
So we might have some new people on the show from the Renaissance. If you are new to the Gathering Point, welcome. We are located in Dearborn, Michigan. We blow every Tuesday night, 2
You take
hours
it off
for
and
your
set it over to the right.
entertainment. We do have a contest. Do you want to show off last week's item?
Yeah, why don't we switch to Command Central while he gets started up on the second cup, since
Okay.
that's what we do. Bam, we're there, and we got trash all over the table. And
Give me that. You go show the camera.
I'll show the camera.
Okay, so someone won this. We do a contest every week. We send it out in the e-news, so if you're already a fan, you're getting that. You can enter when you get that e-news.
Sorry.
For the other people who are just entering now, all you have to do is send your answer to this email address.
Which will be on the screen. No worries, Mom.
send your answer.
Look
And
at that.
tonight's questions, all you have to do,
Oh, what?
all you have to do is answer this really easy question. No pressure. You don't have to know like trivia or have a second timer or anything like that.
What's the really difficult question?
What was your first job?
Oh, that's a tough one, you guys.
Going back in time.
We love getting this insider information about our customers.
That's so
It's
fun.
cool. It's very
Sam
cool.
worked at a restaurant. She was a hostess.
Nice.
I worked in fast food.
Nice.
Jake did a lawn landscaping business, his own business.
That was fun.
Chris was Burger King. Joey, what was your first job?
Robin!
You guys were both in fast food?
What was
Farming?
yours? When he was about 8 or 9, he worked at the gun
His
club
first
in
job
Texas,
at
folks.
the
And,
gun club.
Uncle Dennis, what was your first job? Oh yeah, Paperboy. Chris might have to
Paperboy.
retract that.
Classic. You were
Yeah.
a paperboy?
Oh, I had
Yeah.
a paper route for sure.
Baby sat.
All right, how about the first legal age job at 16?
Legal age job.
Right? I mean, because paper routes, you could be younger. So you guys don't send it in the chat. I mean, you can talk to each other about it. That's really cool. In fact, do that. We'd love to hear what some of those
Yeah, let's
first
hear
jobs
it.
were.
Very cool.
But if you send the answer like Sam put on the screen, you know where address it's going to. You might win something like this.
All right, back to
Okay.
Robin.
I will say, folks,
Bench blow,
it's
Jake?
true.
Or- nope,
We
you got me,
had
Joey?
a pretty hardcore storm yesterday. Even to this point, a lot of Dearborn is out of power.
Hello?
And I actually charged the furnace. We stopped
Yay!
working at 3 yesterday. I threw 2 charges in
Blow.
to the furnace, which means turning the furnace from 21
Keep going.
up to 2,250.
Good.
So it was at a melting temperature, and there was still probably 4 or 5 inches. We worked so much glass doing all those Van Gogh pumpkins. So I planned on, I was going to play 9 holes with my dad, and I was going to come back after that, stop here, and charge in a couple extra shoots on my way home.
Blow.
And I forgot. I got all the way home, and I was like, oh my God.
Good.
Should I do it? I don't want to do it. It's already good. I'm going to go do it. And I did it, and it's a good thing I did because of 2 things. I came in here, and the power had surged, so our clear furnace was completely shut off. It was at 1,600 degrees when I came in, and it looked cold, and it looked no good, and that's dangerous. Much lower than that will start to crack the pot. So I caught it right at the right time. The other thing was the annealer that we just loaded a full day's worth of Van Gogh super intensive pumpkins into was cracked open about 1.5 inches. The door was open. So I came in
Joey?
here and I guess the glass takes importance here. I should have been
You could
watching.
keep talking. That's good.
What happened was the day got saved, folks. It's just me over here, standing over here.
Jeez,
Ah!
and then when he was on his way home from the studio, he saved a baby. It was on the side of the road in a little carriage, and he just saved it, took it home with him, and it ended up being a little plastic doll, but he thought it was real.
Darn.
Yeah.
It was a nice
and
Monday.
he was barefoot the whole time.
It was a nice Monday.
Little point here, real quick.
Tough out here, you guys. Real tough out here.
It's good.
It was probably Batch, Robin. You're right. She was all sassy after being groomed.
Batch actually got the annealer door open with her little paw.
I do believe Christmas sweaters are going on the website tonight. That's what's being asked. So we're just working on that. Stay tuned. Joyce is in Allen Park, still out of power. That's just next to Dearborn here.
Who's in Allen Park?
Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Perfect.
Didn't know what else to say. Hey.
Yeah, I can take it, Sharon. No big deal.
Oh, Jake's getting a little sympathy from the ladies.
That's right.
Poor Jake.
They're like, nice job, Jake. You saved the day.
Joey and Chris were just a little too hard on Jake.
Ouch.
Jeez.
Cheryl, we don't know.
Babysitting.
We think it's batch.
Babysitting, Burger King, Tasty Freeze.
Tasty Burger.
Tasty Freeze. I love hearing these companies.
Ooh. Folks, what is the name of a slushy or an icy? Those are all branded names. We were having this discussion the other day, and is
Slurpee.
there Slurpee?
Slurpee's the main one. No, Icy was that little dog. It was that dog. No, it was a slushie, you're right.
So what's the answer, folks?
I go for the Slurpee.
I like slushy. I think
Slurpee was
slushy's
7-Eleven
legit.
all day long.
Slushy's
What was
everybody.
the frozen Coke called?
Icy, and then there was a
But that's a brand.
with a gun, Joey style, snowboarding.
Slurpee. Or pronounced Slurpee. All of them. Slushy. Who knows? Not us. But I could go for one of those right now.
Oh, Slush Puppy, yeah.
Slush Puppy's something else. Slush Puppy's like grits or something.
No.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
It was a patented Icy with some stuff you just squirted in yourself.
Oh.
And that was when Slurpees were the Coca-Cola. They partnered with Coca-Cola.
Oh, like you just pop your own flavor in
All
there.
right. So we're going
Yeah.
to town on
Right.
that
Snow
one.
cone.
Gosh. Yeah, then you'd punch a bunch of flavor.
Huh?
I want more sugar.
Yeah. Oh, he's checking out
yeah.
the drawing.
I got the
Iris blue body, clear rosetta, green optic twisted blown foot.
okay.
I'll bring you the feet. Slush puppies are old school Hawaiian snow shaved ice. It sure would, Sharon. It sure would. So here we go. Now he's starting with a blown blowpipe because I see, that's right, foot comes first.
No, this isn't a foot. This is the stem. You're gonna blow me a foot.
What's it on a blowpipe for?
It's hollow.
Hollow stem.
I'm not dropping it on the bottom of the dealio. So just make it hollow. Why not?
All right. Cool. He's putting the blue chrome on here, folks. I'll show you what that color looks like when he gets out of the tray. But this is a really vibrant blue, beautiful color. And it turns pretty much like a mirror. We've got some acorns we make out of this color. A few other products we make out of this color. And you literally can see yourself in it once we iridize it. But it's going to look just like a cobalt blue while we're working with it, up until the moment that we give it the bling bling special. Uh-oh, Tanya's in the house. Tanya just hooked up the generator to get the show on.
Nice. Thought my mom was supposed
That's
to be
tough.
watching tonight. Elaine, what's up? I didn't see you sign on, but I hope you're watching.
Grandma,
Grandpa's probably watching too. Grandpa Lucinski.
Raleigh. You guys got to meet our grandpa, my mom's dad, last week. You need a paddle or a bench blow?
I might need a bench blow in a second, and then I'll need a paddle too.
He is the stem sculptor. So it's almost like a two-avolio stem right there. Double volio.
Doobly
Yeah.
op.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was just a whole bunch of sound coming out with no purpose. Felt like I was 3 again.
Whatever works, right?
Yep. You're going to be giving me an all green foot, right, when the time's right?
Optic twister.
And you'll blow it in the mold, give it a quick flash, swing it out, set it down there. Joey will bench blow for me a little bit. We'll twist
I'll
it
take
up.
a flash. Perfect. That sounds good.
We'll probably gather it up if you want. We'll have this ready to go.
I'll gather it right up.
Not too big now. Just make it, get it in that mold.
Just right.
Just
right.
Just make it just right. I remember my brother Eric doing that every time we go get a steak. He's like, "Now this steak's gonna be pretty good, isn't it? It's not gonna be too bad, is it? Or is it gonna be really good? Is it gonna be rare or not so rare? Maybe a little too rare?" And the guy's sitting there, the waitress is like,
What?
I'm like, "I don't understand."
Chill out, Eric.
Okay.
I imagine that could be a lot. I spent some time with Eric, and I wouldn't have expected that.
Well,
I guess
he
steaks
gets
are
a
pretty
good
important.
he gets a good steak.
I remember my dad told me one time he was on this fancy date and he went and he bought a $100 tomahawk steak, and he took one bite out of it and said he had to return it because he'd never had such an expensive steak overcooked so bad.
Really?
Gave it right back.
Wow.
Didn't even bother getting another one.
If you go into the staking industry, then you must expect
The steaks
people
are
to
pretty
be
high.
finicky
The steaks are
about those steaks. The steaks are pretty high, Joey. That's a pretty good one right there.
It's a rare bird that you get a good one.
Bird.
I mean, cows don't fly.
Man. He's gonna do that. Oh, leave it there. Can't go too fast.
Whoa, hey,
quick
what-
transfer.
Joey tried to jump in there. I'm gonna need a bench blow, Joey. Just hang tight.
I'm here for you.
Blow lightly. Blow.
Yeah.
Blow.
Bubble getting shaped up
Good.
here. The transfer.
That's it right there. Just right.
That's it. Undi says. Chris learned that one in Germany.
I did.
I've never done it with you sitting down.
Not as much of a stretch.
Puff lightly. Good.
Beautiful. So that's left over. We got a bubble on the end of the pipe, but it's sealed. Joey's already got the tweezers in his hand because he's going to unseal it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Plan on smacking it. I don't know what unseal is.
It's a tender unsealing. That's what it is.
A firm smack.
Sure.
Same effect.
Dairy Queen used to have the first frozen drink called Mr. Misty.
Good. No.
Oh, hey.
No.
No?
Chill, chill, chill.
Next time it's yours first.
Thank you.
All right.
He was just banging on it to make sure it was solid.
Woo!
Safety test. That's all.
That was hardcore.
Don't worry, you made it good, Chris.
It's all good.
The first carbonated slushy machine was invented by Omar Kneklik, the owner of a Dairy Queen franchise in the late 1950s.
Carbonated?
How are they pressurizing
Carbonated.
CO2
Well,
back
my
then?
slushy, was that carbonated?
First carbonated slush machine.
Was my big
I
gulp,
think-
I mean my my Slurpee carbonated?
I think,
I think they were
I think they
carbonated.
do have carbonation station there. It's not just like a smoothie, it's carbonation.
Is that like a carbonara bar?
Yeah. It's like noodles.
Nope, not needed.
Look at that. He folded it, folks. When you saw him tap the end of it a couple times, that was pushing the very edge, the lip of that, into itself. So when he opened it up, he folded over like a 1/4 inch, maybe even less. So it's got a little extra thickness on the whole ring that touches the table when you set it down. That's a super fancy move.
It's looking like a 16th.
1/16 of an inch, folks. I've been corrected.
Oh boy. Look at that. Would you look at that?
On.
Oh, yeah.
20.
It's looking really good, Robin.
Watch out, Linda. Hollis whipped together something for her sister here. That's Linda Brodka's sister watching the show tonight. Might have something special going on here after this piece or after the next couple. We got Amy in the house. What's happening? It's a beautiful looking foot, perfectly proportionate. We got
Jake,
two
you
cups.
want to move that cup up on the paddle?
Yeah, one on the left. Doing the old flip around here.
It's called a switcheroony. Thought you knew that one, Jake.
Nice deep heat for a second. Now bring her around back a little more. Deep. There you go. Good.
I will say the timing, when you're working with the Iris Blue, you want me to lift it up in the air?
Not yet, because I got to torch this top a little.
And we got a Rosetta to put on there too.
But that'll be after we put the cup on.
Rosetta?
Okay, after the cup, he said. So this blue, though, is super soft. For making goblets and getting that to stay sturdy, it's going to be a difficult task and a good one, a good challenge to have that timing just right. An extra few seconds in the hole and that stem's going to be moving. You notice that blue right now, something that we talked about when designing this with Robin, having that clear Rosetta in the middle. When we go to iridize the stem,
You're going to bring me a stickum bit, right?
it's all going to turn metallic except for the blue that's under the clear
big.
Rosetta.
On
So
plate.
that clear Rosetta is going to magnify the deep
yet.
blue, and then you'll have the
yet.
iridescence on top and bottom of it. It's going to be a
You wanna
beautiful
go up with
design.
that, Jake? Flip. Bring her on over when you're ready, Jake.
All right.
I'm ready.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Got a Rosetta for me? Jesus.
This is also going to heat the stem up, adding that extra clear on top of it.
Stamp it.
Beautiful.
We're going to sign them.
So that's Chris just deciding. There's really no beautiful
See on the
spot
bottom?
for a stamp on a
Are you
delicate
signing
tablet
these?
like this.
The scribe,
So,
right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should definitely scribe them. We're also scribing a little something for them. Just their names and the date of their marriage, and it's going to be a pretty beautiful wedding piece.
All right, we got a little pause in the action. If you guys are new, let us know where you're from. If you are local, if you're out of state, just tell us what state
Oh,
you're from.
baby.
Give you a little reduction on her now.
I'll give it to you.
You got a good one of it, Dennis? Hey, gotta do some reduction, folks. Stay right there, Dennis, and I'll bring it right back.
Really try and take a notice.
Yeah, your serious faces. There you go.
Oh boy, here we go, folks.
Look at that. The Rosetta looks blue.
Looks good.
That's
Got
what
the
I'm
forks?
talking about.
Give me the forks.
Yeah, baby.
Go ahead, take it away. I think we should just make number 2 right now.
I think you're right. Back to back, baby. Let's make them exactly the same. They look ridiculous. That's going to be a great one for the anneal reveal, folks. Going to show that one off. All the color, all the craziness. But
what did
yeah.
I want to talk about?
I'd love to show
Housekeeping.
off some of these feathers over here while they get started on number 2. As you guys know, you've seen this card before, the original work of art card. That's all about the Glass Academy. In every purchase, we give you a nice bunch of literature. That's all Michelle and Jessica, our graphic designer, putting together amazing stuff. It's so cool. All the little things like that make a huge difference in the business. But these are seriously one-of-a-kind pieces, folks. There's not a lot of product in the Glass Academy that we don't add to the website and don't do multiples of. The fact that these are all individual, hand-cut, design pieces by Michelle, these wood pieces. Once these are gone, they're gone. So it's super cool. Some of my favorites, I love the orange stem in this. It's very similar to the peach that we did on that cane pumpkin last week. That one turned out amazing. I like some of the brighter ones. That's an orange one as well, number 12. This is my favorite one though, number 1. The cuts in it are super clean. The taper is beautiful. The iridescence up here, whichever color this might have been, actually has like a rainbow to it. You see blues, purples, a little bit of red and blue in there. It's super clean, and I like the flat bases as well, like this, a little sturdier. This guy's got a beautiful stem here, amber and white as well. But they're all one of a kind. They're all super cool. This is the lightest one of them all, light color, dark stem. And it's just unique, guys. This is definitely contemporary artwork. A lot of times we do functional stuff. We love goblets. We love drinkware. We love pieces for your wall. This is something that has a story to it. It's designed by Michelle. She's not always on the pipe out here, but these are truly serious works of art right here with time put into them. So take a good look at the website on those. Describe feather number 3. You could get back to the action, but I could still describe it if need be. This one's got a nice wide base on it. This one's got a purple iridescence to it. Dark gold brown swirls to it, and then a beautiful purple haze to the whole thing. Nice iridescence to it, and then a baby blue and white stem, cane stem there. Really nice, tall and skinny, tapered. These really look really good in sets of 3s. I know it's hard for you to pick out 3 on a table like that. You can always reach out to us for pictures or more detail or anything like that, but to have a tall one, have one of the short ones, one with a wider base, all lined up on the sill somewhere in your house is a pretty beautiful thing. 5 is the one with the bright orange stem that I pointed at that I loved as well. And 8 is a beauty too.
8's a nice one. I like the height on the wood.
Yeah, that's the one I had brought over here earlier that had a nice big base, a nice block, and I showed you guys how it's glued into the wood down here. Sam mentioned number 6. That's a really unique one. The cuts in it are a little bit different. There should be individual pictures of these on the website, folks. So even if you're not interested in getting one necessarily, go to the website, get some traffic there, and just check out individually the up-close pictures that we got of each one and get an idea of what these are looking like in detail. All right.
Number 2, Robin. That says number 2, Robin. Woohoo! Doing it while it's fresh in my mind. Jake's gathering up the foot, that emerald green foot.
It's not the same size pipe, but I got the same amount of glass, just so you know what's coming up. Same timing on the way I layered the color on there, so it's exactly the same color match.
It's not too bad in here tonight.
Feels great.
Feel a little breeze. Yesterday, right in the middle of the afternoon, it went up like 10 degrees before that storm hit.
Yeah.
That's what created the storm, but it was hot.
Or the storm created that.
That was right when we got rained out in our golf league.
Yeah.
It was a bummer.
Going into the mold. Looks like Michelle's bringing in some pastries for us.
Nice. Big old giant box of pastries. We love it, Michelle. Thank you.
I wish they were pastries, but they're straws for the Renaissance and magnets
Beautiful.
and gnome keychains.
I'll take a little bench blow, Joey.
Nice and juicy.
Stop for a sec.
All right, I have another
Hello?
question for you all while this is happening, if you
Question
can think.
from tech support.
Keep going.
You guys,
Good.
when you do a search engine and you want to find out how their business hours, do you go on Chrome or Safari? Do you go on Bing? Do you go on Google?
That would be a great giveaway question,
It would.
but it's a good question for now.
Because on Bing, they had our wrong hours from 2019.
Who the heck's Joe Bing?
Exactly.
Is he a basketball player? Bing Steele?
How about GoDuckGo? I've never heard of this search
Tough life?
engine.
Good.
What was that? I mean, it's crazy. Who knew there were so many like things?
So many Bings?
So many Bings. I didn't even know what Bing was. But now we have the correct hours and it's linked to our Google account. For those random people that show up that says, but when I Googled the website, it said it was open. And it really wasn't.
If you go to Bing, it doesn't mean you Googled us. You Binged us.
I know. That's what I don't understand.
They
I've never been to
binged
Bing.
us.
What is Bing?
It's true. Sue's got a beautiful representation of Michelle's flowers on
Yes,
the Addicts
feathers.
page. Super, or feathers, I'm sorry.
Yes, she does.
Super clean. Oh, this is lining up nice.
Squeeze it. Good. Stop.
Can anyone guess why Chris just had, and I know it might have been tough, but we did see it twice, so perhaps you did catch a glimpse of that. He cut the ball into the end, and before Joey knocked it off, he asked him to squeeze the ball. What would the purpose of that be? Not asking you, asking them.
I don't know.
Let's get some guesses out there, folks. For what? That sounds like a disease. Shiggles. Wow. Amy bings every day.
She does?
Yeah. Heidi's a double. She's kind of cheating on the other one. Safari on the home computer, Chrome at the work computer.
I use Safari on everything just because that's what they gave me.
Well, that's nice. You have never tried the other ones? You never seen what your favorite was?
I don't know how to get them to stay there.
It is a lot of work.
I know.
Uh-oh, Robin's afraid to say. She must be still using,
AOL.
I don't know, AOL, yeah. Yahoo. Amy gets free stuff for binging.
She's a
Is
binger?
binging a verb now?
That means you're a binger.
A true binger.
Yep.
Isn't that someone from Peaky Blinders? Isn't that their clan called the Bingers?
No.
That's that TV show. I think you talked
The
about it last week.
Peaky Blinders!
Turn your volume down, everyone. Look at that. Looks like a rondelle.
Beautiful.
Folks know what a rondelle is? A rondelle is
Or a
plate
Discello.
glass, basically a
Discello.
Discello to be put into windows. Make it-
Speaking which, I think we needed some Discellos at the festival.
Like 3 of them.
Yeah, I threw one on the floor accidentally.
You know that in the stained glass, in the glass world, they're called rondelles. In the stained glass world, they're called rondels.
Rondels.
Rondels. Everybody I
Rondelles.
know who wants me to do
Rondelles.
one, it's call them a rondel, not a rondelle. There's a different way of pronouncing it, but it's a rondel. And early American glass, when they were blowing giant cheap glass out of them, they were called rondels.
Really?
Yeah,
Sounds kind of strange.
it is, but you know, when you run with strange packs, sometimes they rear their strangeness.
Verbiage. We got our own strange verbiage around here, that's for sure. It sure is. It's a beautiful thing.
'Cause it's a beautiful morning. Not sure. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, he's all. Now bring me about 8 times less glass on the Rosetta.
You want
That
the
was a big
Rosetta
boy you
first?
brought me. No, we're doing it the same way. I'm just tightening this up. I'm going to take a flash, and then we're going to go for it.
100 flowers.
The glob, cover the whole piece with it.
All the way up the glass.
All right, let's do it. Plenty of heat on this stem. Little dabber, heat my tweezies up, flip. Little stick 'em. Little heat on the end, bring it on around the corner to shake.
Bada bing.
Nice stick.
Stick, stick, stick.
Yeah. Super nice.
All right, Joseph. Yep. Was that the name of that one, Joseph and the Electrifying something or other? Does anybody out there remember the Electrifying Mojo?
Yes, he was a radio
He was a
personality.
radio host here in Detroit in the 70s, and he was dope.
The Bingers. Norman's saying it's a Motown group, and someone else, I just lost the comment, was saying it might be too. The Rondells are a Motown group, or is it the Rondels?
The Rondells are amazing. They were foot smacking, hand clapping,
Really?
hip shaking.
Yeah. Elizabeth, we're not stamping these ones because we're going to be hand signing the bottoms of them. These are gorgeous. Bling bling on the next one.
Yep, little bling bling on this one. Give you a smile. Hi, everybody. What's happening? Not
Yeah.
staring off into the distance. If I am, I gotta go like this.
There you go. I like that one.
Huh? Oh boy. That's the number 2, folks.
It's a pretty one.
So now it's let out of the bag, you guys. You can get a set of wedding glasses made on the live feed, both of them.
We're going to be the ones, unfortunately, you guys can't see in the box because it's so hot. But I'm going to let you know if they're exactly the same height or not.
They gotta be.
Oh, my.
Are they?
Oh, my. They're pretty darn close. Maybe like a 1/18 of an inch shorter.
80, 30-second.
Yeah,
You
they're
can
like
show 'em,
that
bring
close.
the real ruler out on the annealer reveal.
We
Set the
will
ruler
bring the
straight
ruler
up.
out.
Hey,
That was
Robin.
pretty sweet. Yeah, give her some love.
That was amazing, Robin. It was a beautiful set. Same size, same colors, same mojo, same everything.
Mm.
We appreciate you. Just don't come at me with the tape gun, please. Now I'm gonna have a nightmare about that tonight. Right after my hole-in-one, I'll get all taped up.
Treacherous.
I'm getting some water.
All right, he's getting some water.
Yes.
Giveaway
Here
time.
we are back at Command Central. We could do
All
one
right.
giveaway. I do want to comment the VIPs, the bubbles, the local people, the gift cards. Donna was out last week, so she wasn't able to get to the gift cards. That's going to happen either Thursday or Tuesday, so know that that's happening. We need email request of Linda Harris. If you're watching, you told us you live on Monty Road, but we have no idea what city or state. And we have Jacqueline Hubbard. Same thing. You told us what street you live on, but no city or state or zip code.
These are our VIPs? Or who are these people?
our VIPs that we're mailing bubbles to. If we don't have your mailing address, we can't mail you a bubble. And Thayer Jabber, no address. It's okay if you don't want to give it, but there is a little form on the website for VIPs. You can go to that. Sam might even put the link in the chat.
Yeah, and while we're on the VIP conversation, folks, you know that the $20 VIP October virtual pumpkin show with all those Van Gogh pumpkins and many more, cane, lanterns, all that action, is a $20 ticket. And if you guys sign up to be a VIP member,
Yeah,
$5 a month.
I have to be an active member in September and October.
You got to be signing up before October to get your free ticket.
Yeah, and you can have a watch party. You can invite all your friends over and be like, hey, got something cool for you.
Let's have a couple glasses of some pumpkin spice mead and just sit around and talk and hang out and watch custom glass being made.
So cool.
Pretty
so
cool.
Our secrets are going to be shared. Another reason we're doing it virtual, it's a private ticket, so all our competition can't watch how we make our cool pumpkins. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
all
do.
the high-end #1 pumpkins, our top sellers, our most detailed, the ones we put the most craziness into, kind of have to be a little behind the scenes.
They do, because I've heard people start calling their pumpkins our names, and I'm just like, no.
Let me just show off one of the pumpkins from the batch, but you keep
Okay.
talking.
So remember tonight's question, what was your first job? Easy. Just kind of getting something to start a conversation. It's kind of fun to see what people, and to go down memory lane is always super fun. We were helping my dad unpack today, and he was talking about being in the Army in the 60s, so that was cool. Stepping up to the plate.
Look at this
Turn
one, folks.
very,
Let's get
very
some
slow.
focus.
I wish we had better lighting in here. It's starting to get dark
It's
again.
a little dark, but so you can't
Slow.
quite see the perps,
Turn slow.
but look at this action. The green ones are popping and absolutely ridiculous. These are just like so much going on. It's insane. They're going to be a blast. They're so fun to make. They take twice as long, but it's totally worth it.
Hence the reason they cost more. They're also powders. So we use these powders under a hood, which has a ventilating system that takes those powders out so that we're not breathing them. That's pretty cool and important to know as well. Okay, so I've lost my cohort here. Oh, but maybe he's coming back with another one. It's 7:22. We're going to do one wheel of names.
I just got one more to show off because the lighting is better on this green one. Look at this.
Oh. So I have to say, I am not watching the chat, and I do not think our winner is on here tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, which is kind of a bummer. This person's going to be pretty disappointed, but also super surprised when they win the gift card of $25. So Sam,
Wheel of names.
all right, we haven't seen him on the show tonight. It's a him. Narrows it down right now, and the lucky winner is?
This is not for 25. This is for the giveaway.
No, it's for
Oh, this is
25.
25.
The giveaway's later.
An amazing fan, a family of fans, a husband and a wife that watch our show all the time. Bill Lutz, folks.
Woo.
I'll show it up to the camera if you're not watching with audio. Bill Lutz is the man. Congratulations to him. They're out in Florida, if I do declare, which I do.
And Donna has taken over my task. You can see Donna's nice and neat handwriting, unlike my own, which I always run out of room. Nice and neat, very clear who gets what.
Totally.
William, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, those pumpkins
Correct.
are not going to appear until the virtual show. Whatever does not sell during the virtual show will show up on the weekend at Glass Academy. And online, hard to say. You know, there's a lot
Well,
of balls in the air to juggle.
We certainly don't leave all the leftover pumpkins for the local customers. We're going to split the batches, and we're going to have, if you're non-local, that VIP show will be the opportunity to purchase Van Goghs, lanterns, cane pumpkins, all the high-end ones, and then the gallery that weekend will be available for local customers to come and get their own selection of very important,
Yeah, we
super
have
cool
more
pumpkins.
pumpkins than we can put in the virtual show. So the gallery will be set up, and we'll have one specific for the virtual show. So no one will have FOMO.
No FOMO.
No FOMO here.
So now I know that she's watching the show. There's no FOMO for Linda and her sister because we're about to do the first time flamingo stemmed goblet. And we could take it right over to the other camera. as Chris is whipping it up.
Whipping it up, and suddenly
Chris is
it's
not
silent.
talking, he's just breathing heavy.
Drawing deep in concentration.
Mic on. My mic wasn't even on, guys. Sorry. I'm just checking out a flamingo here on some weird Google Doc.
Shouts out,
I
Sue.
should try to bing a. Maybe I could bing a flamingo.
Bing it.
I'm gonna do it. Let's see what happens if I say that.
You can't Google Bing.
I'm gonna just
That's
say
like taking a video of the camera that's videoing.
Bing flamingo
Oh, brother.
images.
Shout out to Amy. She's a little nervous. Her mom's in the hospital with COVID. It still is definitely a
know.
very real thing. So we're gonna send out some positive energy her way. Make
Big
sure.
energy coming to Amy and her family. Big
Yeah.
time.
And speaking of positive energy, I feel like I say this more than I should, but we got 2 staff members that are moving on. We've got 1 staff member that's moving to Boston, Elise, and Aurora has taken a full-time job and
Actually,
is no longer able to work at the Glass Academy.
and there's a third. Nick, our amazing teacher
yeah.
for the past 8 months, is taking his leave as well. He wants to be his own individual artist. He wants to put more time onto his own work. And he's had a great run here. We've all loved having him. Everyone's leaving, excited for their next step in life. But,
And I'm going too, man. I'm
where are
going
you
to
going?
England, man. I'm just taking off to England to meet Carrie there.
What the heck?
And I'm
No.
just out of here. I forgot to let
So-
everybody know.
I want everyone to send us some positive vibes. We need 2 replacements going into our busy season. Anyone you know, just send us positive vibes for the perfect person to get a job at the Glass Academy.
Yeah.
Smart, cheerful, friendly, outgoing, wanting to sell pumpkins,
Super hardworking.
super hardworking,
Super
fits
hardworking.
in with all of us, doesn't have a quirky personality.
Has an
And
appreciation
knows-
for sarcasm.
Out
Yeah,
of Bing.
yeah, all of the above. So, all right, you guys are on your own.
On that foot. You know?
You want to do 2 separate sections, or do you want to like?
You guys are on your phone a little too much.
Aw.
People feel like they're out of the loop.
Hey everybody, we're making a flamingo. It's
Sorry you're
kinda
out of the
like a
loop, but we're just trying to figure out how to make
Trailer
this
Park
piece, folks,
flamingo,
and that's
but
why I'm on my
cooler.
phone. I'm not just doing
Lovely.
shenanigans. I am?
He's binging it.
I don't even know what Bing is, but I guess I'm on it.
Do you get any prizes?
I thought
binged
you
it.
were supposed to get surprises. I mean, prizes.
They should be paying me. I just binged him on TV.
Hashtag Bing, folks. Get it trending.
You want the white belly on it?
Nope.
Yeah, it's not
No
pink.
pink.
It's flamingo color. It's like a salmon flamingo, not bright pink.
Maybe we should
Let's
get
take a look at it right
Bing
here.
to sponsor us. Maybe Bing could sponsor the Gathering
Our-
Point show.
and
What?
I couldn't get it out.
Tell us what you think of that one, Linda.
That's a nice looking flamingo.
That's most definitely flamingo color. It's literally called flamingo from the manufacturer, but we do have other pinks or not pinks. We have other salmons, except the only other salmon that would be that color is not opaque. It's a
Well,
transparent.
why don't I do the cupped salmon and the footed salmon
Whatever you want to do is up to you, but the flamingo's got to be flamingo.
out of flamingo color?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
So we'll see what she says, but I think we're probably got to be good.
All right, so we got blackout. Jake, you got
Flamingo
blackout?
pink.
Is
Right
that black?
there. Yep.
Joey, will you grab a piece of black cane for a couple black eyes? Taking a little water break here.
Yeah, and flamingos can be white too. That's true. So if that's not what she wants, then that's definitely what we can go with is a white flamingo. Oh, look at this. She said, "This is Linda. OMG, awesome. I love, love, love the design. Yes, salmon."
So what's
We're
that?
on track.
Yeah. Did you show her the design down there?
That's the coolest thing. This is like being out at the Ren Fair, except we're virtually talking to these amazing
we
people.
don't have any bark color in the cane box? Right in there. There's
For
a-
what?
For the eyes.
Oh yeah, we got a
Black
bunch.
paint,
We got a
right?
bunch of black.
Yeah, there should be some black stuff in there.
Yeah. Well, just start it up and holler when you need me.
I'm gonna make the cup top first, put it in the garage, then I'm gonna make the foot with an Evolio, a large pacifier Evolio, and then we're gonna drop the guy right on it.
All right.
So then I can
Cut his
use,
tail and
Yep. So I
pull
can
his
use the salmon
neck.
on.
yes. Go for
on
the
cups.
salmon.
So you pull it out for me.
It's right there.
So I'm not gonna use that on the cups. Should I just do the cups out of crystal?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And anything, optics, whatever I want, right?
Yeah, just make it sexy. She trusts. She's got a lot of pieces. I saw a beautiful picture of her mug wall. Oh my God, Linda's got some nice
I'm
ones
excited.
for
I'm
sure.
excited.
White or salmon, no pink. This is so fun. Best birthday ever. Did you see that though, Linda? Is this the salmon you're talking about? That's salmon right there, unless you think it's too pink, and then we'll go with a white one. But I did also just see a comment that whites are the baby flamingos. But either way, what the heck? Yeah, big baby. Oh, and how about that Chris Nordine vintage vase that was posted on the Glass Academy Attics? I think it was Sue maybe, or someone else saw another vintage vase of yours on eBay and sent it out and just showed it off, and Elizabeth went out and bought that sweet, crazy vase.
Was it a
It was like
Spicona?
salmon. No, it almost looked like a lampshade. It was wide and like this and had a spiral trail coming down it.
Really?
Not a Spicona, it was a,
Spivolio?
it was
That was like a big Evolio?
it was old school. I'll have to show you a picture of it. Confirmed, we are working with that salmon. Yes, and here is the picture right here. Folks, if you aren't a part of the Glass Academy Addicts Facebook page, that was an eBay special.
That's it.
1989.
Wow. That's an old one.
I'm surprised that one isn't in Grandma's house. Thank you,
That's
Sam.
vintage.
Vintage. Oh, yeah. Super cool. So that's the deal. We're in the middle of a custom first ever made piece. We got a drawing on the floor, folks, and we're doing it. Look at those guys. They're doing it. I'm here for support. I'm here just helping out. Third man. That's interesting. Amy said flamingos turn that color because of what they eat. They're born white, and then as they're picking through all the murky sludge water that they stand in with those tall legs.
I thought it was from the iodine and the shrimp.
That's interesting.
Could be wrong.
Could be. Pink iodine.
Iodine's really
Hello?
reddish.
Going? Good.
Nice. Straight optics. Tasty. That's going to look great contrast in the bend of the flamingo. Super swooshy curvature in the straight optics.
Swoosh, like a flamingo.
Yes, look at that.
What's the wingspan of a flamingo? Do you know?
Large. Confirmed. Large span. Oh, I just don't know where to stand, you guys. I just walk around in circles and what?
Quite comfy.
3 to 3.5 feet is the wingspan of a flamingo.
Wowza.
How about that?
Bigger than me.
Or 5 to 6 feet.
Blow lightly.
Big and
Good.
small flamingo. I see, the lesser and the greater. That's Sam over there, folks, tech support, bringing in the knowledge to us. I'll just keep making my rounds around the bench.
Do it, man. It's better than pacing. So,
Yeah, back and forth.
You're doing circles.
Straight optics are tough to work with, you guys. It's not something you see often because it's just so hard to turn literally equal and push the tool on the piece equal in both directions every time. It's hard enough to keep this thing symmetrical. But when you have to do the same thing back and forth identically every time to not bend those optics, it's not an easy process, but rewarding for sure. That's a beautiful shape.
Too tall. Don't want it to be too big.
Just right.
The olio's got to be very small
Keep it real
on the
tiny.
connection point. Or the
I brought the biggest one possible.
Beautiful. That stuff is juicy.
chart.
Tasty.
Tiny little punty.
One pontil. Same process as the other one. We're gonna piece this goblet together. So Joey's bringing over a nice, delicate, tender punte.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
Is the wood, is the wood.
Yeah. That's right. Our brains are moving a little slow after a long weekend like that, folks. I'm trying to think of fresh things to talk about with the glass. But sometimes it's nice to just stare at it, stare into the heat. Sometimes your brain just kind of goes off.
We've been talked out since the weekend.
Yeah. It's a good time up there. It's a really good time here too. It's such a difference blowing glass in our shop, and it's nice to come home. And the Ren Fair is so hectic. There's people everywhere. It's nice to have it nice and locked down. We got this system down. We know you guys. We know who we're talking to. It's almost kind of just relaxing. You can't really, we could never make goblets of this caliber and of this detail out at the Ren Fair because we're outdoors. We don't have a garage. The glass isn't as crystal as it is out here. Fresh glass at a real high temperature.
There are quite a few little folks out at the festival that were going to be watching our show tonight.
You met some little folk?
Yeah, like there were kids of a couple that bought some product from us, and then the
Oh.
son was really looking forward to it. He said after he watched our show once, he was wondering if he could come be on it with us.
Yeah, I like it. I like that energy. So I think he's still got a little more to do. He's going to give it a flair as the drawing shows here, a little bit of a fluted shape to it. Oh, yeah. That's awesome, Hollis, and it's cool that you guys are together watching this right now. Normally, we charge a little upcharge to do things on the live show. We hadn't had any custom orders on here in a while. We had feathers going. We knew we weren't going to make feathers for the entire show, so we kind of were like, what the heck? Let's make these guys custom pieces on the show. Especially for the best customers, our Glass Academy addicts, both Linda and Robin, who's also an amazing shipping and packer, the queen of shipping and packing over here at the
And I
Glass Academy.
will say the
on the right
virtual
side for
pumpkin
now.
show, we're going to
You
have
have
some
to take it off.
surprises.
No, you're not. You're gonna be fine.
Surprises.
Yep. So do a watch party for newcomers.
How many people have watched the new Game of Thrones episode out there? Not me. I'm waiting.
I think that's what Chris just watched last night. Is that
You
what you
have?
watched last night?
Yeah, the first
watched
one.
it?
Just the first one.
Don't talk about it now.
I won't.
You
'cause
watched
I
both
can
of
barely
them?
remembered. I was so tired. I watched most of it. In the end, got all foggy because I was tired. And I'm
I
like,
did
I
the
gotta
same
watch
thing.
it again.
I started it up and I was like, I'm not gonna remember this. I gotta just wait.
I gotta watch it again. I wanted to keep going, but I knew it'd be a waste.
I want to
Okay.
watch it with somebody.
I was too
Time
tired.
for Wheel of Names.
Wheel of Names.
I thought we already
In
did
between the piece.
Well,
I
we
was
got
looking
two.
at my camera and we already. Oh, there's two.
We got two, and then we'll
Oh.
do the giveaway.
Yeah, you can go for it. I'm just thinking for a minute.
All right, switch her up.
He's thinking for a minute. He's thinking.
Shazam.
You're gonna drop me a
Thinking,
straight optic foot in a minute.
All right, so ready for the spin. I mean,
What? What's she drinking out of there?
don't you love it on TV when they're like, hey, and they're drinking something and it's like steaming hot coffee and they're like, it's like, no, that's so empty.
Whose handwriting is this?
That's what I was saying, weren't you listening?
Donna's?
Donna
It's
has
nice.
taken over.
I like it. It's very clean.
3 separate bits, Glass Academy logo, sugar pumpkin cup. Perfect for like eggnog spice. This could be a transition.
Candle.
Shall I reveal the
Not
winner?
a real candle.
You could put a real candle in there.
Here
I
it
wouldn't.
comes.
When I went to the Henry,
Watch
Dun,
out,
dun,
Chris.
dun.
I'm covering up your face. Ba-ba-da. Boom.
Read it out loud.
Stacy Barris, folks. Pumpkin cup with 3 green multi-leaf
Wah, wah,
base.
wah, wah.
Super clean, super delicious giveaway piece.
You will get an invoice into your in basket from the Glass Academy. We ask that you pay shipping and we will ship this to you. Donna was so excited in the office for like setting up the contest, right? She's like, can I create the invoice right now? I'm like, no, then they're gonna know they won before the show. So that's usually a Thursday task for her, but she just took on all the organization of Wheel of Names, all of that jazz. So
Very cool.
yeah, very cool.
I don't think anybody's met Donna on the camera before, but Donna's
She's
just
out of here by 5.
got to be coming up at about a year working with us, maybe less.
It was last. I think she came in the spring. Donna.
Longer than Sam, so it could be over around a year, but either way, you guys, Donna, you will meet her eventually. She works up in the front office. She does a lot of
Tennis player.
communications on the phone, talking to people, emailing people. She does
Super
an
organized.
amazing job. She's got great energy, and definitely send her
Very
some love if
organized.
you're talking to her on the phone or you guys are sending out emails to the Glass admin email. Amazing woman.
Yes. Okay, so next is the giveaway.
Nope, we got to finish this goblet, and
Okay.
then it will be the giveaway. Correct.
Next camera.
Next camera.
Hey.
we got
hoppa.
plenty of crooked ones for bits, but we just need one good straight one for the funny.
We're back on you, Chris.
All right, guys. Gonna be making it up now, the bottom half, and then we're gonna
What
make
is
the
it?
flamingo itself.
Congrats. Lots of congratulations coming to Stacy. Love to see it. Just love to see it. Everyone's team players. You got a million congratulations coming to Stacy. That is a ridiculous sweet piece. Looks like Hollis got Michelle's number 8 special feathers. Super cool.
Who got number 8?
Hollis, which is Linda's sister.
Nice. Well, that's a nice one. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that one was tight.
8 and 5. No one's got 5 yet, but 5's a tasty one.
What about number 2? I mean, number 1. Anyway, a lot of love for Donna, too, up in the front office. Some of you talked to her over the phone. You may have never met her in person, but... Oh, yes, it's good, folks. So we got the cup top in the Garage A over here. It's at about 1,000 degrees on the right side. Chris is going to be shaping up. You know, I can't talk through it too much. We're going to see how it goes. I know him and Joey have a plan. I'm here for support if need be.
Beautiful chicken.
What's that?
We're making a beautiful chicken.
A beautiful chicken? A most gorgeous bird?
Give me a light paddle.
Tender.
Yep. Presser.
This is hand-eye coordination special right now. to flatten that bottom little patty like you did while pulling out a super hot long stem and not having it bend or flop or get all crazy on them?
All right, here's another question. Maybe I'll do this in the show one time. Is your emails, like sometimes people, like their name is Bob Smith, and then their real name will be Joey
Walker?
Walker. No, like,
Oh,
Who's
you
that
guys-
guy?
bizarre to me.
You're gonna give away my
Like,
alias.
I just typed Stacy Barris into our customer database, and it comes up with this whole different name.
Ultimate alibi. My alter
So
ego.
crazy.
Actually, my name is Joey Walker too.
Oh, jeez.
Who's Bob Smith?
Joey, that's Joey.
Oh. Here comes Bubble
I think, yeah, Stacy, now I'm really curious to know if the name you have in our thing is a different name, if it's a real name. Who knows? Sam said she uses her husband's name when she orders stuff because he's picking it up. So
You know
that
what
makes
Sam's
sense.
middle name is, don't you?
Who's?
Sam's?
Flamingo?
Joey Walker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Been revealed.
You guys.
She said, keep it down, please.
It's too much.
All right, I'm
Guys
dropping
are
into the mold.
Copycats.
Joey Walker.
Not a copycat syndrome.
Oh, jeez. What level of the dream is this?
Deep. Deep level 1, sub level 14.
What's going on around here?
Just regular old shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Lightly blow. 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 Stop.
Look at that. Perfectly straight optics.
Blow. A little hard. Keep going harder.
Fierce.
Good. Bad enough you got me doing blown feet on the show. Now you got me doing flamingos.
Sorry.
Like a regular old backyard barbecue party. Where's the lawn darts, Chris?
Good.
I know you're always up for a challenge.
I am.
Bless thou.
Jeez.
Usually it's like a set of 6 or 7. That was good.
So I'm heating this up, you guys, just enough that I can neck it down and have Joey knock the little ball off and open the end up for me without twisting up the optics. I'm trying to keep them straight so they get scalloped.
Never answered that question earlier, but watch this, folks. The reason he pinches the ball, and nobody had an answer for me. He had plenty of size on that one. The reason
Why
you pinch
does
a ball
he pinch the ball?
is because you squeeze out the leftover air in that little sphere into the body. So if your foot's a little small, if you cut off too much glass, you pinch the ball and it pushes more in there, it spreads it out and makes it bigger.
Those are the things that like glass blowers are, it's so subtle. You have to be around it so often. And those are the little tricks that make a master a master.
It's the truth with an F on the end.
It's a truth.
He's just working it. That's what this move is called.
A work it move.
It's no big deal. It's just working it. Yep. Precisely. Oh, maybe I missed it. Dang it, Carol. I apologize. Carol must have hit it right on the spot.
She said that's why.
Yeah. Super cool hearing what people learn through the show, what you guys know, the terminology. You guys all know how to spell the punty,
Not gonna need a bat, I'm just gonna
P-U-D-D-Y. I'm just kidding.
Meet at the edge with the torch.
No, I got her. It was a little bit tight, but I got her now. I don't fold the lips on these straight optics because I want that scalloped edge. So it doesn't scallop as much if you fold the lip.
And isn't it true, especially particularly with the straight optics, when you fold those lips, because of the differing thicknesses, it'll trap little air bubbles in the fold,
Sometimes, yeah.
and that could be a breaking point. Look at this.
No,
Man, that's satisfying.
I purposely am not going to finish it because I'm going to go in there
Wow.
and heat it up and get it to scallop a little bit more.
Now, I think we talked about this before, but where does it get that term, scalloping? Because in my mind, a scallop is round and it looks like a marshmallow.
But the shell that the scallop in has edges on it like this.
Ah.
And they have a scallop mold, an Italian scallop mold. It's super sweet.
Super scallopy. I will explain straight optics right now. Straight optics,
Hold
folks.
it for a sec. All right, go for it.
Romans have anything to
Look
do
at
with
that
it?
teamwork. I don't know about that.
Who's the engineers that come up with the columns? That's pretty similar.
Yeah, it is very similar
All
to that,
right,
actually.
we're taking a punty and a nice straight one. I got a beautiful little nice trumpet taper on it.
There's our 12-point mold. You can make pumpkins out of this. We can make dog bowls out of this, or we can make fancy goblets. You can hit this mold where the bubble, and they're all straight like this, like a pumpkin has straight optics, or like the goblets before this, Chris grabbed the ball in the end and twisted the optics into a beautiful soft twist going up the glass. Straight optics are purposely leaving them straight, turning the pipe equally both directions and not allowing the glass to vortex at all in either direction. It's a really difficult move. Carrie learned the word buttery, folks. We really are all about grammar around here in the glass shop. Our verbology is incredibly important in here. When you're standing here for 8 hours blowing glass all day, all you can do is think up beautiful descriptive words for your craft.
Well, Joe, you're going to babysit that for me while I make up this flamingo body, okay? Just hang tight for a little bit right now.
You got it, Sue. It's a beautiful thing explaining the tech behind things, because a lot of times this just goes through our brains. We're thinking it, we're doing it, and when we're working as a team that knows what each other wants, we're dancing together in the hot shop, you hardly need to talk about it. If you can make a piece like this, you can expect what the gaffer wants. So even on these live shows when we're trying to be educational, I'm trying to talk about these things, it's nice to get queued up for a question or two so I know what you guys are thinking about. If I might have just passed over something or didn't explain it 100% fully. Chris has got a solid, he's got a counterweight, he's got a pretty big clear gather here, and he's going into that flamingo pink. Excuse me, it's not pink, it's a salmon, but I do keep it in the pink section because we don't have a salmon section in our
Hey,
color board.
William Lutz is on the show. Does he know?
He knows, he heard
All
about it,
right.
he's super pumped.
Oh, all right. All
That's right,
sounds
folks. It is
lovely.
all about the vocabulary. This looks like it could be some sort of tail coming out now. Now he's sculpting the long neck. This is a first attempt at a flamingo stemmed goblet, folks. A very traditional Italian style of goblet is the seahorse stemmed goblet. Look at, here comes the tail. 5 little feathers coming out back. That seahorse is super cool. I've seen Chris make 1 or 2 before, I think. I know there was a viral Corning video for a while of an amazing glass artist doing a seahorse on his own. So at the same time, he built out that bottom ball there. He's got the tail on it, and now he's heating up the neck of the flamingo. Luckily, this flamingo isn't affected by this blaring flame onto his neck, but think it's gonna make it pull out just perfect. Uh-oh. Bill's got another dragon mug in the near future. $25 already paid for. Joey's babysitting over there. He's keeping that thing warm, but not too warm. He's looking at it intently to make sure it's all lined up correct. Especially with this thin goblet work, you can't let that get too hot. It'll start moving all over the place.
Jake, will you bring me a punty?
Will do. How big? Like just like a goblet punny?
Yeah, whatever you need. Anything.
I got it right here.
I'm barely on here.
Whoa.
Almost. Stick it right on right there.
Right on the rear.
Yep. Got it?
Got her. Yeah.
Just give it a good flash and bring her back. Joe, you can hang on to that guy.
It's looking flamingo-y. The way the neck pulled out is great. And remember, you got to be always careful, especially with sculpting and certain frit colors, that you don't blast with the torch too hard. There's a very fine line between, like, I mean, I'm talking about the closeness that you hit the piece with the flame. If he was going like a ½ inch closer to the color, he would be burning that pink, that salmon. If I say pink one more time, I'll just stop talking.
Yeah, you just keep that guy hot for a minute. I'm going to end up putting this on the paddle and then sticking it on that hot once this guy's done. He's almost done. So just keep him nice and gentle.
Oh yeah, Rachel in the house.
I'll adjust it once the time's right. Just don't get it, don't overheat it. Don't see any orange in it.
We were having a blast on Saturday. Welcome to the gathering point. Custom flamingo goblet being put together here. The swoosh of the neck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. No way. Careful.
So we're going to need
Careful.
a black bit, Jake. Little one. You just hang on to that for a second. You just nice and gentle, my friend.
Like a cylinder?
Yeah. Black, little tiny cylinder.
Let me get a couple schmacks. Real dense. Really good for chewing up the slime.
Don't overheat
How many
it,
folks
baby.
have seen flamingos in real life out there?
Just keep it level and just don't overheat it. You're getting a
I
little
saw
hot.
them at the salt flats in Bolivia. They were pretty darn cool. Yeah.
All right, how about those black eyes?
Super important that he touch that beak back down to the body. Both the neck and the beak. It's going to add a lot more stability up in there.
Put them on.
Yep.
You're gonna want them right one there.
I
and one
see.
There.
Okay. Oh, baby.
All right, Jake, you want to take that goblet off the plate and bring the plate over here, and we'll put this guy on it?
Stick 'em bit.
And then we'll put a stickum bit. Not yet. We don't need a stickum bit. I gotta straighten all that up, right?
Yeah.
Check it out. So I'm just gonna knock it off in there, straighten that up, and then we'll keep that on the left. All I need is the.
I
oh,
know. I just need to move it over.
Well, you can grab that. That fork that's in there will do it, won't it?
Yeah. There's a fork in there.
Put it on the left or the right?
Left.
Wait, what do you
You're
want?
putting
I'm gonna
the cup
come
top
on
on the
over
left.
here and take this flamingo from me. Is that what we want to do, or do you want to just leave it on the punny and knock it off of the bench? We could do that. All right, so go ahead and put that. Put the cup on there. Put it on the left side. That's fine, and I'm gonna just leave this guy in here.
Yeah, you got that.
All right. So then he's gonna go. I'm gonna straighten that up. You're gonna bring it over and just knock it off on the bench for me. Put the
With a
shears on
stickum
it.
bit.
I'll have a stickum bit on there.
All right. So now we're at the same point we were with the last set of goblets, except we got two pieces to put together here. First, the flamingo on there. You got double stickum bits coming up.
I
And
think I
then
can
the
manage.
cup top. This is intense. This is not simple. Straighten it up real good. Joey comes in with a little over-the-shoulder love.
All right, Joe, you want to bring me a stickum bit?
Yep.
Your shears are right there for you. Nope, those are going to be for Jake, but these are good for me to heat up.
I need another one after this.
I don't think so, but yeah.
You want
we
me to
will.
flash him once
Yes,
first?
come on. Yep, flash it. And get it over here and knock it off. Okay, that's good. Knock him up right on the bench next to Sophia so I can grab her.
Nice. Nice stick. Beautiful. Look at that. All right,
Give me
stickum
a
bit number 2.
second.
I'm gonna go up with that goblet. Although it's probably plenty warm being on the left side for a while. It's almost like he's sitting on a little platform, like a little pedestal. It's super nice.
Okay, go up with it, Jake. Joey? Jake?
Very nice.
That's freaking big time right there.
Some heat on the punty.
It's perfectly on center.
Looking pretty cool. Last flash.
That's what happens when you give them a challenge. Something ridiculous.
I'll let people look at it for a minute and I'll take one more flash. There you go.
Looks like something Ace Ventura would drink out of.
Totally.
Thought about we're gonna put those legs. Remember?
100%.
I think it's a flying flamingo. I don't think it needs legs.
That
It's
looks
floating like me.
amazing. That looks amazing. Wow. Going for water on the goblet. Whew. That was pretty treacherous. Moment of truth. Oh my goodness.
Going right to the oven with this one.
All right.
Nice job.
Yeah, boys.
That was tight.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
That's what I'm talking about.
Flamingo-mania.
That's just pretty ridiculous.
That turned out
Say
pretty
so.
sweet. A little
That's super
pressure on
tight.
the camera, but I like it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's the way to do it. Nothing good ever turns out if you're not a little nervous or a little riled up about it. It's what happens, you know? You don't want to do the same thing over and over.
That's what keeps you coming back. The knot in the stomach, the nervousness on the end of that punchy. That was pretty big.
That was a big,
and
crazy
pretty
piece.
crazy. And there's the drawing right there.
Yep, looks just like it. Man. Well, folks, we do have a giveaway to do, but it's already passed. We're already finishing that piece in overtime, so I think it'd be appropriate to pick out a giveaway for somebody next week. Very likely, Michelle just confirmed she's willing to let one of her feathers go in theme of the night for next week, so we'll pick out a feather for you guys, $80 feather, and a custom Michelle design for the giveaway for next week. So if you guys haven't answered, the giveaway question, again, is what was your first job ever as a human being? So email that to enews@glassacademy.com. It'll likely pop up on the screen.
Somebody get number 5, man, because that ain't going to be the giveaway. That'll probably be going in my bedroom if I...
I like number 1.
I like number 5, but
Yeah.
I did want to say that we are going to be having the long weekend this weekend out at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, and we are going to be doing a little video out there, aren't we?
Yep.
As long as we can remember, which we will. I got other people on my memory team now, which is a big, big thing. So we're going to do it.
I just want to say,
Excuse me.
the giveaway is going to be a feather. It occurs to me they're a little precarious shipping them, but I have great faith that between Robin and myself, the feathers will make it safely.
If something does show up on your doorstep in a refrigerator box, it's the feather.
It is. Because I've already packed the inner box for Robin, so she knows how to do it.
Big shouts out to the VIP members supporting the show that we do on YouTube, $5 a month. And again, if you guys sign up for that, there's no need to buy a $20 VIP pumpkin show for October 13th ticket. So get your sign-ups now. Those names should be on the screen. We love you guys all. You're all Glass Academy addicts, I'm sure of it, on the Facebook page there. But
Yeah,
it just about does it.
that's it, man. We're all going to sleep well tonight. Thank you, guys. Over and out.
All right.
Over and out.